She took an entire bottle of Tylenol and laid there waiting for her time to come. Moments later, my 11-year-old sister walked in, watching my mother foaming from the mouth on her bed, overdosing like a drug addict on heroin. She decided to take her own life. After walking in on my dad in their bed with our neighbor Veronica, it killed her on the inside. It was devastating to all of us, but nothing prepared me for that night. My sister called me frantically. "Mom, I don't know if she'll make it." She was holding her lifeless hand in the ambulance, moments away from the hospital. I thought I'd lost her. I thought it was over, but in all the chaos, something strange happened that night. In an act of desperation, I put my entire military career in jeopardy. I contacted a classified military official to save my mom's life, and it exposed the biggest weight loss lie in the last century, causing men and women over 40 to spend thousands on ineffective diets, weight loss pills, and workouts, like Nutrisystem, Jenny Craig, and Shakeology, because they all target the wrong problem. See, you may have been told that you have a slow metabolism. You may have purchased metabolism boosters or eaten a diet to boost your metabolism, only to be left feeling helpless, blaming yourself like my mom. But the truth is, your metabolism doesn't slow down. Your metabolism isn't the problem. Blaming your metabolism will only distract you from the real problem that affects nearly everyone over 40. And if you're like my mom, the next few minutes could save your life. Yet, even with their life on the line, most people don't want to hear this truth because we want to believe our government. The USDA, the FDA, the medical establishment, and Big Pharma are here to keep us healthy. So before I share this secret with you, I'll give you a chance right now to just walk away, because there's no going back. This dirty secret has been buried since 1946 for a reason. And it's the only thing holding up a $72.7 billion industry. So if you want to know how we used a marine secret to save my mom's life and help her lose 79 pounds of pure body fat and 11 inches around her waist in only 8 weeks, reverse her diabetes, drop her blood pressure, and rejuvenate her energy with no change to her diet and no workout program, then stay to the end of this video, because I'm certain that this one simple hack saved my mother's life. And today I want to show you how she did it. Something you can do right now before bed tonight that physically dissolves fat as you sleep, so you never have to blame your genetics, eating habits, or metabolism again. Do we have a deal? Now, you may be wondering how I know all this, so let me introduce myself. My name is Master Sergeant Randy Smith, and I'm a retired United States Marine sniper, and Lisa is my mom. In a moment, I'll tell you how I came by the lean body hack that saved my mom's life and melted all the unhealthy body fat that haunted her since she had my sister. But first, you need to know why my mom became obese, with a BMI score of over 35, triglyceride level over 420, and developed type 2 diabetes, which threatened her life. You see, all this started because my mom was unaware of the life-threatening effects of having excess body fat. If you have excess body fat such as belly fat, love handles, or even back fat, then you too could be at risk for life-threatening diseases and you wouldn't even know it. Here, just take this test. Just simply take your hands and open them like so. Spread them around either side of your belly and pinch. Now, do you see this fat in your hand? That's called visceral fat. And according to Harvard Medical School, this fat is stored deep inside your body, surrounding your vital organs, and is extremely dangerous and a cause of heart disease, stroke, diabetes, depression, arthritis, and even other obesity-related problems. And it's also the cause of numerous other issues such as joint pain, back pains, and other frustrating pains. Now, this fat is unlike your normal fat, and it's very difficult to eliminate if you don't know how to target it, which explains why it's so hard for you to lose stubborn body fat and trim away inches with diet and exercise. But more importantly, keep all of it off for good. Now, if you're like my mom, as she turned 40, her body started to change as she fell victim to the countless lies of the diet and weight loss industry. She ended up in a downward spiral of continuous weight gain, and all those starvation diets were simply destroying her gut health and fat-burning hormones. She just piled on more and more weight and eventually developed type 2 diabetes, and worst of all, she had no clue that her excess body fat could have caused all those life-threatening issues. Yet, cutting back on your calories to lose weight or to go on low-carb diets, performing high-intensity workouts, buying ridiculously expensive supplements only made the problem worse. Because it's not your metabolism. That's not the problem. And blaming your metabolism is what they want you to do. And it's the very reason 97% of dieters gain everything back that they lost and often more. So first, for you to understand that it's not your metabolism, you need to know exactly what metabolism is. Metabolism is the breakdown of food to use for energy, and that's it. You see, there are 4 things in your body that help break down food and our stored energy, aka fat tissue, so you lose fat faster, especially stubborn visceral fat. The same fat that was threatening my mother's life. The first fat-dissolving element is called bile. Now, you may have heard of it before, especially if someone you know had their gallbladder removed, because bile is produced by your liver and stored in your gallbladder. It helps your body literally dissolve fat and use it for energy. It helps protect you from foodborne illness. It eliminates bloating. It's the body's own natural detox that cleanses your entire system, so you feel full of energy, lose weight faster, and it even helps your body cleanse LDL cholesterol, the bad kind, so you can keep all of your vital organs healthy. So that sounds pretty important, huh? Well, that's just one. The next thing that helps you break down food and fat is stomach acid. See, here's the big lie. People have been put on PPIs for years to help lower stomach acid because they've been told too much is bad. Well, that's a big mistake. Stomach acid helps boost your fat-burning hormones. It helps you digest proteins and fats so that you don't feel bloated or get constipated. And a lot of people that have trouble going to the bathroom actually have low stomach acid. And here's the biggest lie of all. Low stomach acid is the cause of GERD, not too much. Well, that's the biggest lie. That causes 15 million people in the U.S. to use PPIs for life and suffer the long-term detrimental effects like fat gain, skin issues, leaky gut, diabetes, nausea, and a slew of other threatening conditions. Now, the third fat-dissolving element are digestive enzymes. They help you break down food to use for energy, rather than store it as fat. And without the right kind of enzymes, like lipase that breaks down fat, we can become malnourished and unable to absorb essential vitamins and minerals, despite eating all the right foods. Because it's not what we eat, it's what we absorb. Yet even with these 3 fat-dissolving elements, bile, stomach acid, and digestive enzymes, the fourth may be the most important, and it has become the newest scientific breakthrough in the last decade. After a $170 million scientific experiment that lasted 9 years that was funded by the National Institute of Health called the Microbiome Project, and it studied how bacteria affects our everyday lives, why some people always stay skinny while others can't seem to lose weight. And it revealed how gut bacteria can affect everything from hair loss to wrinkles on our skin to even our mood. But most importantly, what we discovered is that our microbiome has its own metabolism. And that's the secret. It's not your metabolism, it's your microbiomes. And once you're able to stimulate the right gut bacteria, they'll eat the fat for you. They'll help burn through energy and your body fat faster than any diet or workout program. But unfortunately, they've been assaulted by anything from antibiotics to chlorine in our drinking water. And these modern enemies often throw off your gut bacteria and destroy your metabolism. But luckily, with this military secret that you can do just before bed, Over time, your body will begin to restore these healthy bacteria, so you can restart weight loss again, dissolve fat, and restore healthy levels of digestive enzymes, bile, and stomach acid, so you can not only lose weight, but stop bloating, fix digestive issues, lower blood pressure, drop bad cholesterol, and get your life back again just like my mom did at 53 years young. I'll show you how this 60-second bedtime ritual, the secret I learned from someone I'd prefer not to name, helped him create lean, mean, healthy super soldiers in a matter of weeks that could endure any conditions Mother Nature would throw at them, that would help them drop stubborn body fat despite eating well over 5,000 calories a day. And the same secret that helped my mom drop 79 pounds of body fat in just 8 weeks. The secret that saved my mom's life and helped rid her body of toxic visceral fat. You can even use it before you go to bed tonight. It'll melt off 1 to 2 pounds of pure body fat in your sleep every night and within just 7 days. You'll wake up rejuvenated, full of youthful energy, and notice that your excess belly fat is diminishing and your love handles are starting to vanish. And those nagging joint pains will be gone once your excess fat that's been adding wear to your joints all melts away. You'll experience a surge of energy to spend time with your loved ones, and most importantly, you'll be free of any potentially life-threatening diseases such as type 2 diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, stroke, and other obesity-related problems. And in just a few short weeks, you'll wake up, look at your reflection in the mirror with your chin high in the air, shoulders back, with a sparkle in your eye as you see your flat belly, slim waist, and the lean body that you've always desired smiling confidently back at you. This simple hack doesn't require that you take a single supplement, starve yourself, or even leave your couch, as it doesn't involve a single exercise. You won't need to make a single change in your diet, and best of all, you won't need to go to the gym or use those overhyped, high-intensity infomercial fitness products that do nothing but injure you. In fact, if you were like my mom, you might just lose all your weight while sitting on the couch. Now, if you're like me, you're probably a bit skeptical, and you should be, because you're probably used to the lies that those huge pharmaceutical companies have spent billions of dollars to broadcast. In fact, that's exactly what I thought and exactly how my mom thought, until we saw the results right in front of our very own eyes, as she lost 79 pounds in only 8 weeks, freeing her from all of her obesity-related issues without the treadmill or change to her diet. This lean body hack can be easily used by anyone of any age. However, it's most effective for men and women over 40. You see, as you age past 40, your stomach acid, bile, and digestive enzymes start to drop, along with vital fat loss hormones. Those exercises and diets that worked in your 20s and 30s will not be as effective. You need something that's designed to work with your body and meant for men and women over 40, like the Lean Body Hack System. So are you ready to discover lean body hacks? And like I mentioned before, my name is Randy Smith, and I'll never forget the phone call that I got that terrible day. It was a gorgeous Wednesday afternoon in Texas, and I was hanging out at home with my beautiful wife and a 4-year-old son, and I was having a beer. I had just come back from the States after a tour in Afghanistan 3 weeks before. I was a Marine sniper, part of the United States Special Forces Brigade, and proudly served my company as we assisted in the war on terrorism, specifically with the war on Al-Qaeda. And that's when the unthinkable happened. I got the call from my little sister, and she was crying. "Randy, Mom's dying, and I don't know what to do." "What?" I replied. "Did you call an ambulance?" "Yes," she continued crying. I immediately hung up the phone and rushed to pick up my sister, and we went to the Methodist Hospital in Houston. And I remember being beside my mom's bed with my sister as she woke up from her attempted suicide. "I'm sorry," she whispered with a long, low sigh as she stared at her feet, avoiding any eye contact. We gave her a big hug and said, "Mom, let's go home. Everything is going to be okay." And the truth was that I had no clue what to do. But that's when my little sister confidently said, "Everything is going to be okay. Randy's a Marine and he fights for the good people on this earth, so Jesus is with us, and Jesus makes sure everything is okay. So everything will be okay, Mom. Don't worry." After that moment, I realized that this was a sign from above, and I had a few choices. I could do nothing and watch my mom fail over and over again, starving